Namaste everyone, Anuj Chabra here. So many times we gardeners keep listening about a word called pH. Many people say that pH matters. If the pH of the soil is not correct, whatever we are growing, it won't be that proper or will not get the perfect yield when the pH of the soil is not correct. So today we'll be discussing something about this pH, what is it, how the pH of the soil changes, and what are the requirements, what our plant needs to have a perfect pH, and what all things we can do to maintain the proper pH in the soil. So very first thing I should tell you that not a single soil we can tell that it has a perfect pH. Okay, so what is pH basically? pH is the, you can say, the amount of acidity or the alkalinity presence in the soil is termed as pH. Most of the vegetables and fruit plants what we grow, they basically love to have little acidic soil, whereas some plants are there which loves alkaline soil, like blueberries, your ferns, bromeliads, all these varieties, they need or they love to have alkaline soil. So what happens whenever we take a soil and we prepare our potting mix, so that time it's better to check the pH of the soil, and depending on that we have to manipulate that. If it is too alkaline, we have to add few substances to make it acidic. If it is too acidic, we have to make it alkaline, so that the plant which we are going to put in that soil gets a perfect environment. Okay, now how to check the pH? Okay, so online if you see, these kind of pH meters are available. The time I had bought, it was almost 3 to 3.5 years back, so it was that time 250 to 300 bucks. Now I think it is 550 to 600. If you feel it is expensive, you can buy litmus paper. The lab, you can check with any of the medical shops or the place where we get the lab utensils, you can say the beakers and the chemicals what we use in the labs, those places we do get litmus paper. So with that also we can check. Now how do we have to check it? Now this has an indicator, you can say a scale of 0 to 14. So 0 to 7 is the acidic part and 7 to 14 is the alkaline part, whereas we say 5.5 to 7.5 comes in the range of neutral. Okay, so mostly we have to see the soil, either it is acidic, it is alkaline, or it is neutral. Now one major mistake many of us we do, the time we come to know the soil is too alkaline, immediately we tend to take an action to make it acidic. It should not be a drastic change, because for so many days the roots, the plant, they are used to that alkaline soil, though they are not doing that well, but still they are doing, you can say, a good survival is happening. Immediate change from an alkaline to acidic or acidic to alkaline is not in the favor of the plant. So it should be a gradual thing. So whatever we are going to take the measures to change the pH, it should be in a gradual manner. Suppose today we have checked the pH of the soil, it's coming you can say 3 or 4, that means it's too acidic. So the time tomorrow I should not put something, so it becomes 8 to 9. So definitely the pH of the soil will be alkaline, you can say, but the plant will die, because sudden change the plant cannot accept. So don't get panic if the pH is too much alkaline or the soil is too acidic. No worries, little bit gradually if we do few changes, we can come to the pH whatever we want for our plants. Now how to check it? Now suppose this is the plant and this is my pH meter. You have to give watering to the plant. The soil should be moist when we need to check the pH of the soil. So we just have to insert this in the soil for approximately, you can say, few seconds, and after that we'll see that the pointer inside that, you cannot see on the camera, but there is a pointer and the marking is there from 0 to 14. So after few seconds we'll see that the pointer shows any one mark. So right now it is showing approximately 7. Okay, so that means it is little towards alkalinity but neutral to alkaline, so no problem. Little bit if I'll add something, it will become acidic, because this is my strawberry plant, it loves acidic soil, so I'll change little bit towards acidic. Now why the soil changes the pH, or why it is like that? You cannot say like that. Each and every soil has a pH content of its own. So depending whatever we want to grow, we need to manipulate them. So what are the things, or why it has to be changed? What will happen if I don't change? Now see what happens. All of you know that many microbes and microorganisms are there in our soil, which makes the nutrient or whatever we give it to our plant, so that being composted or it's made available to our plants by these microbes and microorganisms. So they are basically the cooks. Like in our houses, our mothers, our sisters, or the maids, or the whatever, whoever does the cooking, so those people, they prepare the food. So whatever I get from the market, immediately I just cannot have it in a raw form, it has to be processed. Got it? So that processing in our soil is done by the microbes. So they make it, the food whatever we have given it, let it be the compost, the rock phosphate, or Epsom salt, whatever we give. So that has to be in an edible form to be available to the plant. It has to be converted by these chefs. These are the microbes, the microorganisms are the chefs for our soil. So they can survive in the soil if the soil is little neutral to acidic. Too acidic means they cannot survive. Too alkaline also they cannot survive. So we have to make sure that the soil should always be neutral to little acidic, or little alkaline is also fine. Excess of anything will create problem in their survival. So if they are not there in our soil, their presence is less, so definitely whatever the food my plant needs, it won't be able to have that, though the ingredients are there in the soil, but the plant cannot absorb it. It's not available to the plant. So that is one reason. Sometimes if the alkalinity of the soil is too much, then what happens, all the salt content, you can say whatever the minerals and all we have given it to the soil or whatever is there, they make a very thin coating over the soil, you can say the plant's root. So the roots of the plant gets a very thin layer of salts. Because of that, the plant is unable to absorb either the, you can say, oxygen or the nutrition or the water absorption. Everything of the plant gets affected. So indirectly all that is shown in the growth of our plant. So we have to be very much, you can say, in a balanced way. We have to keep checking whether the soil is you can say acidic or alkaline. Okay, so what are the things which makes the soil acidic, or what are the things which makes the soil alkaline, or why does it happen? Now sometimes what happens, the things we keep adding to our soil, like compost. The nitrogen, if it is really rich in the compost, it takes the soil towards little acidic. Sometimes heavy rains, rain is, as we all know, it's little towards acidic. So the rain, if it is too much, then also the soil becomes too acidic. Sometimes the compost, as I told you, sometimes we use too much of, you can say, as a precautionary measure, we keep adding onion peel fertilizers or onion peel liquid. So that also to some extent make the soil acidic. And sometimes if the heat is too much or the temperature is too much, we keep doing the mulching. So that is also one reason for increasing the, you can say, the acidity of the soil. Sometimes people say that the coffee grounds makes the soil acidic, but there is a conflict in that statement, that if a fresh coffee grounds, or you can say tea leaves, if you are using, yes, definitely they add to some acidic value to the soil. Whereas when we use the used coffee grounds or the tea leaves which are already been cooked and washed, they does not have that much acidic value in that, so they'll make the soil neutral. So they themselves, they cannot change because they themselves have become neutral pH. So a few things, I list out the names which you can add it to your soil if you feel the soil is too alkaline to make it acidic. So initially I said your rainwater. If it's possible to harvest rainwater, that you can do, that is really good to make your soil acidic. Secondly, keep adding nitrogen rich fertilizers, that is, or your compost, so which will make your soil acidic. Third is the easiest one, what we always tell you to make, bioenzyme from your citrus fruits. So this is very good as a fertilizer also, and to maintain your pH of your soil also, to make it acidic. Bioenzyme is really very good. Sometimes if people don't have this, simple lemon we have in our house, so just take few drops of lemon in glass of water, and then you can give it to your plants. That also to some extent makes your soil acidic. Apart from this, you have vinegar. If you have vinegar, just take few drops, you can say 1 liter water, you can add 1 teaspoon of vinegar, and then you can give it to your plants. That also makes your soil acidic. Buttermilk, sour curd, that also you can give it to your soil to make it acidic. One more thing is there, which is also known as alum, or in Hindi we say fitkari. Okay, so this is you get it in this kind of form. You can powder it, or like this also. Powder it means you get to measure the thing. So this also, in 1 liter of water, 1 teaspoon is more than enough. You dilute it, and in 1 liter 1 teaspoon you mix it well, and then you can give it to your plant. This again you can say makes your soil acidic. Apart from this, now rainy season is there, so you can collect this. This is moss. So this is green moss, peat moss, or sometimes if you don't have, you can, if you have dry moss, that is sphagnum moss, that also if you use it as a mulch over your plants, so that also increases the acidity of the soil. Leaves, pine leaves, or any tree varieties, if you have any pongemia leaves, those all are rich in acidic value. So you can dry those leaves, crush them and use it as mulch. That also increases the acidity of the soil. And so these are the basic things which helps in increasing the acidity of the soil. And most of our vegetables, fruits, flowers, especially your rose and other flowers also, they love to have little acidic soil. So as I told you, the neutral value is from 5.5 to 7.5. So if it goes little towards acidic, that's 3.5 to 4 or 4.5, that's good enough. So try to keep your soil in between 4.5, though the level is neutral till 7. So try keeping your soil in between 4.5 to 6.5, so it really does well, and all the nutrients whatever is there in your soil, the plant will be very happy to absorb if the pH is little towards neutral to acidic. Okay, so these were the things which made us help to increase the acidity of the soil. At the same time, few things are there which can increase the alkalinity of the soil. So suppose already your soil is too acidic and you want to increase the pH by adding few things so that it becomes little alkaline. So what all those things are there? The first thing is your wood ash. Okay, so wood ash, the thing is, the wood ash has too much of sulfur, and at the same time it is too alkaline also. So what happens if too much quantity will add it in the soil itself, the soil becomes too alkaline, and the plant also sometimes does not do that well. So what happens, you must be seeing that if you want to give wood ash, you can just spray wood ash, you can just take little wood ash and just put it over the leaves. Suppose you have watered your leaves, so leaves are little moist, and whenever you spread something over that, they'll get stuck to the leaves. So that way is also one way to add sulfur, or to make the you can say the plant alkaline, the soil alkaline. Too much of alkalinity anyways the plant does not like. So that way, and it's a very good you can say effective measure to control fungus growth or white mildew, whatever we keep seeing in the leaves. So you can use this. Apart from this, we have what you say, baking powder also, but very little, just sprinkle around the soil or dilute it in water and do it. Alkalinity, whatever you are going to use it in a little controlled manner, because excess of alkalinity has major effects than excess of acidity. Excess of acidity still it's manageable by the plants, but too much of alkalinity plant cannot take it. So apart from that, the wood shreddings, if you have any person knowing who does the woodwork and all, so the wooden shavings are there, so that also you can collect it and then you can use it as mulching. So that increases the you can say the alkalinity of the soil. Limestone or chuna, what you get in the pan shop, that can also be used to increase the pH of the soil. And apart from that, that's more than enough. Only thing is sometimes the water what we use to water our plants, and if it has too much of chlorine content in it, so that also sometimes increases the alkalinity of the soil. One main thing what I wanted to convey today is, so whenever you see some deficiencies in the leaves or the plant is not growing well, there is a stunted growth, there are different deficiency symptoms the leaves are showing. So might be all the nutrients are there in the soil, but the plant is not being able to absorb it because the pH value of the soil is somewhat disturbed. So make sure, if you don't have the pH meter, you get the litmus paper also in any of the, I said, the labs or the medical shops. So with that also you can check the pH, but go slow, do not panic if the you see the major difference in the scale, that it should be acidic and it's showing alkaline. So gradual, whatever methods I told you, which can increase the pH or can decrease the pH, so those things every alternate day or once or twice a week you can give it to your plant, and you keep checking. Once you feel that now it has come to a desired pH, that time you can stop using that. So make sure whatever you use, whatever methods I have told you, whatever you use, try using it in a diluted form, so the plant should not get a shock to as there is a major change from acidic to alkalinity or alkalinity to acidic. So I hope this concept is clear. Any doubts you can write in my comment section. So keep watching, something new we'll keep joining, and we'll keep sharing some other topics related to gardening. Thank you.